day 3 of watching the 100 worst movies of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes, and today's movie was One Missed Call. And sure did they miss with this movie. It's currently at 0% on the tomato meter with 79 reviews. This is a 2008 horror movie remake of a Japanese movie of the same name that came out a couple years before this one did, except this one just doesn't have the coolness to it. At first I thought it was kind of interesting because I thought it was gonna maybe be kind of like a cheap ripoff of like a Final Destination movie, but then as it was going, it almost felt like The Exorcist or like The Grudge or just something different, but I don't know, it just didn't really get tied up all together and it kind of felt like a mess like as I was watching it more. And the biggest problem I had with this movie was the fact that it's a horror movie, but there just wasn't really much horror to it. You can definitely tell that it did have a lower budget based off of the way that a lot of the scenes when it was getting to something kind of crazy, it just would cut to the next scene. And you know, you don't really want to see that in a movie like this. It does have some cheap CGI in here too, which has never really bothered me. However, I think the budget went towards that rather than the scenes being a little bit more complete. And my last takeaway is the ringtone that was playing from everybody's phone throughout this entire movie was kind of annoying to me. I don't know why. I was not a fan. So I gave this a 1-star review on Letterboxd because, as I said, it just wasn't really much to this movie. Make sure to drop a follow to stay tuned on which bad movie I watch next.